Wow, boom. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Unspecified Podcast. Wow. Okay, look, sometimes when you're under attack, you are under attack. All right. So, look, we got quite the show for you guys tonight. Buckle up. It could be a long one. Make sure that you've got your coffee, your tea, whatever you're drinking, snacks, okay, blankets.
Can't believe you're endorsing people to drink caffeine this late at night.
Well, maybe some juice or some, I don't know. Look, be with us in prayer. Our daughter is sick. My Nana is sick in the hospital or on hospice.
Yeah, she's on hospice.
So be with us in prayer. And we are, they're trying to get at your boy right now. Okay. My chair is broken. So if it, I'm not shrinking throughout the show. I'm just, it's just giving up.
That's right.
Okay.
You
So
lost the fight.
I'm up as tall as I can be right now, but later on a guy might be a little, anyway. Okay. We have some new info, some new updates. Okay. So some new information coming out. Okay. Specifically to do with Miami.
That's right.
Okay. We're going to have some urban decay in this podcast. Just check-ins around the country and the world with the state of things. Okay. We're going to end it off with hopefully some, what is it called? I'm sorry.
Uplifting gold.
Uplifting gold and the word. And just bear with us. It could be a long one. Okay.
It could be. But I don't think it's going to be that long, honestly.
A lot of information to go through.
I'm excited.
Okay.
And here's the thing. I'm so stuck on some of our news because it's like, is this the distraction? Or is other stuff happening to distract us from this? That's really what it comes down to.
We'll leave it up to you guys. Let us know
That's
what you
right.
think in the comments down below, especially for those of you who are watching after the show. If you'd like to join the conversation down in the comments, it would be great to hear from you guys. Make sure that you are subscribed so you get the notifications, ring the bell, and smash that like, guys. And that's pretty much what's going to propel us into this first segment here. A minute detail, MLP. Good to see you guys. Gary, what's up? Unbroken, always a pleasure, good sir, or ma'am. It's good to see you. All right, guys, let's go ahead and dive into these first few segments. Unless you have anything.
No.
All right. Well, here we go. Are you guys ready? Let's see if we can pull this transition, whatever. let's see if we can do it. Okay, first segment here. We are revisiting some new mysterious evidences going on around this Miami situation.
Still a thing.
Okay.
But not a thing also.
Okay. Well, we'll see what the thing is. Listen to this conversation. Someone called the police department. Okay. Check this out.
Witness testimony from the Florida Bayside Marketplace incident. This is not a response I was expecting to see. I'm just going to play what happened. I called the police department and spoke to him, and the response I got was pretty weird. So I'm just gonna play this and tell me what you think. What's it called? The Bayside Marketplace. Bayside Marketplace. Bayside Marketplace. I gotta get that down. Okay, ready? I'm gonna call the city. Calling the police department. Yeah, I have a really weird question. Let me say this hypothetically. Let's say hypothetically I was at the Bayside Marketplace with that incident broke down the other day, and like I know somebody that was at the Bayside Marketplace that has footage of some of the stuff that went down there, but is afraid to post it because I don't want to get in trouble, and I know a bunch of people online are posting things and their videos are getting taken down and and their statements are going missing.
Why are you asking these questions?
Exactly. So I'm curious, will I get in trouble if I post something like this?
Sir, listen, it's a serious matter. We're not allowed to comment on it at this time.
Hang up that phone.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is breaking through here, but I'm gonna have to stick with no comment, sir.
For real? So I can post whatever though. I can post whatever and it's not a big deal, right?
No comment, sir.
Oh, come on.
We will find you.
Do you have somebody in the background there, sir?
Definitely no. Definitely no. I'm not. I just want to make sure I'm not gonna get in trouble if I post some like footage, or I mean, if my friend,
Find you.
if my friend hypothetically posts footage.
Just please be safe, sir. I can no longer comment on these incidents.
Really, for reals? So, but
Yes, sir.
okay. So, what happens if the person hypothetically posts footage and talks about what they saw, and okay, you'll find me. Okay, I hear that, but am I gonna get in trouble? Is there like a legal situation? Do you get in trouble because it's a public place? No.
I can no longer comment on that, sir.
What is that sound?
I don't hear anything. Nor see anything. That's all I can say at this time.
Okay, so I can post stuff. You're saying? I mean, hypothetically, my friend can post something.
I cannot comment on this, sir.
You cannot comment. Okay. I'm now I'm a little bit weirded out, to be completely honest. Like, I feel like you're joking, but at the same time, I'm a little bit weirded out.
Can I ask you, what exactly did you see?
I mean, I saw something weird, and I didn't see something. Hypothetically, somebody I know saw something really unusual and saw a bunch of kids kind of like starting a scuffle, but there was something else beyond that looked a little bit weird. But there was just like kind of some noise and a bunch of stuff going down, hypothetically, right?
I understand.
So that's like that's all right to talk about that though, right?
I personally, in my position, cannot comment on this. However, you, sir, can do as you please. Is that good enough answer for you?
Dude, because I'm kind of freaked out, to be completely honest, for my friend here. I'm definitely freaked out for him. Because the other people that talked about this situation and posted videos, all kind of like their videos all got taken down, and I'm kind of curious why.
You are free as a U.S. citizen to post what you want. However, in my position that I'm currently in, I cannot comment on any of these incidents. Yeah.
Why is it so weird? Why is everybody being so weird about it?
I have specific instructions to follow, sir. Okay, so it's not only questions.
Okay. That is very strange. Okay. Well, I appreciate the advice and information, I guess.
Well, thank you, sir. I hope you have a good day, and please be safe.
All right, thanks so much. Bye-bye. Okay, so that was not exactly what I was expecting to happen with that phone call. This was literally, you saw the phone number. I literally just called the Miami Police Department. Like, that was not at all what I was expecting to get. A little bit weird. I don't know what the whole sound effects in the background was. Are they like trying to freak people out? Like, why did they start playing all the sound effects? I don't know if they were.
It's called a warning, bro. They're warning you in a comical
I guess you're
way.
right. They were trying to warn
They
him.
gave him the answers. That just wasn't the answer he wanted, and so he was like, "No, I don't. Let me ask again. Hang on. Do you understand the question? Am I allowed to say anything?" And it's like, somebody said we will find you, and he's like, "But then what?" Well, they're probably going to give you a in-person thumbs up. We'll tell you how much they loved it.
I don't know. I was like, man, I mean, could you imagine calling a police department and then getting jerked around? I don't know.
Yes,
it's just
I
crazy.
can.
It's
I
crazy.
have.
Okay. So we have that video.
Okay, wait, I'm not done talking about this.
Okay.
All right. First of all, hypothetically, this dude has already said and done too much. Okay. He's not good at the my friend, game. All right. Because he kept saying I and then switched it to my friend, which I imagine is because he's probably doesn't like to lie. His shirt says Jesus.
Said there would be haters.
Right. Okay. So, but it's, the warning was there. I don't know whether
Yeah,
you wanted
the
to
siren is a warning.
and he's already said too much. They already know, like, I guarantee you, they already know, like, the number, the address of where he's calling from. Look at all those microscopes in the background. Like, he's not going to go through stuff. Just saying.
Well, look, I don't know if it's a troll. Okay, I'm sorry, but I've got to look at all the information. I've got to keep my mind open to see what's going on.
Well, whether or not he was actually there, I don't think is the point. I think it's the response that he was getting.
You think they were trolling him?
No, I think he was trolling the cops to basically, I don't think he was actually there. I think he just wanted to see what their response would be if he asked, hypothetically, if I was there and I had footage, would I be allowed to post it? And he just wanted to see what they would say.
Right, as would I, just to see what they would say for information purposes. So let's go straight to the horse's mouth.
Okay.
Speaking of the Miami police, I don't know if this, is a legit officer or anything like that. But this is some more we found. This is the official response from Miami PD. So fishy, posted to the agency's TikTok, which kind of hurts my brain to think that police departments have a TikTok, but sure. I
Give
guess.
it the times, man.
Viral on social media right now. First, our response to that big incident in Bayside Marketplace. What happened was there was about 50 or more juveniles that were shooting fireworks at people. There was also some looting going on. So officers that were on that scene were having a little bit of trouble containing it. So they called what is called a citywide 3, which every officer in the city responded. That's why you saw so much police presence for that call to contain that crowd. Now, there is now video going viral of 8 to 10 foot aliens walking around Bayside. Is actually just a person walking with a shadow. So I can confirm to you all here today right now that there are no aliens in Miami in Bayside Marketplace at the moment. So it's Friday. I hope you guys have a great weekend and stay safe.
Depending on your context of the verb or the word, I know he's lying. There are no aliens in Bayside, Miami right now.
Okay, well, look, it just keeps getting weirder. Okay, Devil Dog, good to see you. Stormy, good to see you. Craig, good to see you. Ashley B is in the house. Damien, what's up? Susie, it's good to see everybody. Glad to have you with us.
I'm curious, did they include the alien music and the alien? Yeah, because
I think they did.
To it.
I think they did. I don't know. Is it a troll? I don't know. I have no idea what's going on here.
It seems like a logical response.
It gets weirder. Okay, this keeps getting weirder. So.
It still doesn't explain the shoot. Oh, well, I guess it does the fireworks. He said it was fireworks. Kids were shooting at each other.
Look, I look, and my thing is, if this is, too big of a waste of time, I'm not going to spend too much time on it. You know what I mean? But I do have some more evidences. This could be the last of our exploits in the Miami creature story.
Right.
Okay. Bayside Mall creature story, whatever. But it does get weirder. And we've got a couple of more videos to go through on the topic, so just bear with us. Check this out.
I love her, by the way.
They put the coordinates in backwards. They reversed them. Listen, y'all, listen. The Miami incident, right? Or at the mall. I was watching one of the victims, and he said that it seemed like a portal opened up, and all of a sudden these beings just came through. So it got me thinking, well, where did they come from? Well, they had to come through a portal. So, just for shiggles, I went to Google Earth, went to the mall, got the coordinates, flip-flopped the coordinates, put that in Google Earth, and just to see where it would take me, it took me to the center of Antarctica. Do y'all remember what I was talking about? How there's an alien civilization in Antarctica living under the ice? Do y'all remember that? Because if not, let me remind you. There's supposedly a alien race living in Antarctica. And if they were trying to go to this alien base in Antarctica, they swapped the coordinates and ended up at the fucking mall in Miami. I'm tripping. Go to Google, find the coordinates for the mall, reverse the coordinates, and it will take you to Antarctica. I shit you not.
Aliens get confused. They make mistakes too, guys. How many times have you needed directions?
I see that clears this up. Okay. they typed in the coordinates backwards.
That's
okay.
right.
Well, they were dyslexic.
Even advanced technology, all right, makes mistakes. Okay. I love how she's like, I'm tripping. I'm like, well, maybe. It's possible. It's not outside of the realm of possibilities. But I really love her energy. Really, she's got it. I dig it.
Holy GPS error, Batman. Whoosh. Dang it, Robin.
This doesn't look like what they described, but here we are.
Ex-New York City prepper, what's up? Good to see you, man. Steve Harloa, my brother, what is up? Bro Fist, good to see you, brother. I don't know. But I would hope that one of you will go and flip the coordinates and see what it does.
Why didn't we do it? We should have done it.
We should have done it. It's not too late. It's not too late. But while I try to flip the coordinates to the mall, okay, y'all have to watch this video put out by Mavi. And this guy, all he does is look at stuff in the sky, okay? Mavi777, you can find his channel on YouTube. And you just tell me if you see anything. This is all an update to the story. I'm going to try and skip to the stuff. There we go.
It looks like it goes into that drain pipe. Okay, Landon pointed that out to me. I didn't notice that, I'm not gonna lie. No cap. I learned what that meant. Yeah, strange shadow-like thing. What caused that shadow?
Do you think it's an edit?
I think if they play this again, I'm gonna get sick. Shadow appears. It's one of those things from Harry Potter.
Oh. Mm-hmm. we've been trying to flip these coordinates, okay? All right, now I'm going to show you what I've got going on over here. All right, we'll get back to that video. Let me know if y'all can see that, okay? So we have Bayside Mall right here. All right, you get the coordinates for it. We've got that. Now we'll go up here, and I think I've typed that in, right? Okay. Took us to Turkey, Armenia. I don't know if I typed that in right, but it's not Antarctica. Yeah, I don't know how to type in the coordinates backwards. So apparently I don't know how to type the coordinates in, you know.
Or maybe it's wrong.
Or it's wrong, but it, you know, I don't know.
Hold on, bring the number up again, the little notepad with the...
Maybe it misunderstood me. Let me see.
Okay, 40. There
you go.
All right, 40.
We'll just...
.03. Okay, well, maybe... Oh, it is a little bit off. It's 43.
How do we type it in?
98. I think it has a 5. Hang on. Bear with us.
Yeah, okay, so we'll go back to this.
Google Earth auto-corrected.
I'm not sure. Okay. Swap north for south and east for west, and it's the middle of the ocean. Okay, well, I'm glad I've got Dragon Slayer in the chat because I am not. This is above my head. This is above my pay grade. Okay, I don't know if there's anything going on with you know. Do y'all see anything? I thought that I saw something in this footage. Maybe it's nothing.
Or edited. I don't. It doesn't really look edited though, but I could.
Where would the
you know,
shadow be coming from?
I don't know. Where did it come from? Where did it go?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Mysteries to be answered.
Okay, so it keeps going. Okay, and you know there were reports of shadows. One of the eyewitness reports that we have was these shadows that were like disappearing and getting closer to the crowd.
Right.
Okay, so all right. Also, they said they were giants. Now, these are the only pictures of that night that this person. This is a researcher on Twitter. Okay, the only photos I can find from the scene. No clue to whether or not they are real. Now, when you first look at this, you don't see anything.
No, I don't.
Okay,
oh, maybe
but
right
if you look
there.
right here, okay, and hence there's a dude, like a really tall dude, like as tall as the light, tall as, and it's a shadowy figure, a really tall shadow.
Okay.
Okay, you see it again right here. Okay, you almost see nothing. I don't know if you guys are able to make this out. I wish I had put this in like my photo editor or something like that. And then there's one right here. You can almost see.
Oh, yep.
There's the legs right here. I don't know if she's lying in that video, but I'm not able to flip the coordinates.
Right.
Okay. That's
or
why.
Maybe she had messed. I don't know. I don't know what had happened, but she was very excited. So I you know, I'm sure we messed up. I'll take credit for that because I'll be honest, I haven't worked in coordinates since like social studies 8th grade. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave that there, and we'll just leave that there.
I don't know. Do you see anything?
This
is the stuff. This is the evidences that I'm finding.
But it's like, so 2024, the new Bigfoot photos are like blurry shadow creatures, evidently.
I mean.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Shadow. But, you know, there's another video that kind of this makes me think of that we've got to show.
I don't know. Okay. And then, let's see, keep her moving here. Now, this is the UFO stuff supposedly happening at the same time in Miami. Okay. I'm not too sure.
All right, look. See, look. Y'all thought I was playing. I know y'all see those lights. Look at them. Not the little ones because my little mirror thing is scratched up. I know you see those right there, floating. Oh my, bruh, this every day out here, or every night. But still, look at that. Bruh, this really in Miami. I'm not playing. Look, the airport is right over here. That's the airport. You know what I mean? It always got little lights and stuff. You know, it's probably airplanes. But over here, this ain't the airport. Look at that. And them clouds not even moving. How the whole cloud not gonna move? It's just sitting there at nighttime. It's crazy. Look, ain't no other clouds in the sky. But right over here, look at them. And look at those lights. Bruh, y'all could, hey. Oh wait, it's a couple clouds right here, but look, they just frozen too. All right, look. See, look, y'all thought I was playing. I know y'all see those lights.
What do you think? UFOs, drones,
Well,
angels.
Consistently, we're seeing this triangular shape.
Looks like angels to me.
I think it's military aircraft that has not been unveiled.
I figure cloaking technology has come further.
Or like transformative, like that thing. It either moved, like a potato chip, spinning, or it changed its figure.
I think it's 3 different objects.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I think they're flying in formation.
Hmm.
That's what I think. Whenever I see, this kind of stuff happening. I mean, because why would angels hide?
Right.
Futuristic military craft, I assume, would have some form of cloaking.
Yeah.
You wouldn't see it. There wouldn't be anything to talk about.
Well, but
or maybe I'm way off.
Do you remember Tiborosaurus Rex? Tiburus type.
Yeah.
He saw a triangle
way up in
shaped,
North Dakota,
and it was cloaked. Remember? Then it like uncloaked and then recloaked again.
Yep. I wish we could find that video.
Oh yeah, that was.
But this isn't a UFO channel.
No, it's not a UFO channel. It's just what's trending right now.
A lot of UFO talk going on.
It's like, remember when the balloons popped up and then they were everywhere? That's what it is with UFOs right now. They're either getting us ready for something or distracting us from something.
Now, this is some more footage of the scene of, the police response that night, the 1st of January in Miami.
Everybody get inside. Everybody get inside.
What do you think about that? I mean, it almost reminds me of the riot days. It looks like they almost have face shields. It does look like they're responding to, a bunch of kids. That's what it looks like to me. Because they've got their nightsticks out. It looks like riot gear.
But that's like almost a parade. I mean, that is a lot for, I guess, depending on how many kids. But I don't know. I don't know if I buy it. And if it was kids, it would have made the news.
Maybe not this close to election.
Why? Because nobody's voting to outlaw sticks?
Well, because, everything is going fine in Biden's America, so there are no massive unrest situations,
Nah,
I don't know.
Too much. I think no news makes more news than... So, like, what do you do when people don't trust your word anymore? You don't give it out. You give it to other people to give out, right? So, like, the fact that they're covering up automatically makes people look into it harder. And through their own, hey, we didn't cover it. Like, they can just be like, oh, pause it. What's that? That was a bull. I'm sure that was just a coincidence, but...
Oh, it's an HIV sign.
Oh, okay.
It says, no judgmental bull, freehivtest.net.
Oh, okay.
Patty, what is up? It's good to see you, and I hope you have a good evening. Van Life Biker, good to see you, bro.
So what if, it's like a scenario where really nothing happened, or it happened just like they said, and because nobody's covering on it, everybody's, basically wasting time and resources investigating it when something else is going on. I don't know.
Okay. Let's keep on moving on with some more stuff. This is Orlando, right? One day ago, the United States, Orlando, at the beginning of hundreds of eyewitnesses thought they saw the moon, but then smaller objects came out of the sphere. There are a lot of videos. Here are the most interesting in the mix. So it's very clear that at the very least, this, alien agenda, they're pushing that really hard.
Right, exactly.
It's ramping up big time for 2024. What if you saw like an alien presence or something like that becomes disclosed and messes with the elections or something like that? I don't know.
Right. And could it be that one thing such as UFOs like this could serve multiple purposes? Okay, it both distracts from a certain list that's being released. It both rolls out a blue beam type stuff, and
it
explains
explains away the rapture.
Exactly. And that's what I was gonna say. And it gives people an explanation for the rapture. So could it be that it just does all of those things at once, but
what is going on? Holograms to distract from the Epstein list. Don't fall for this BS. If you haven't noticed, the left does this every time negative news about them is about to drop. That's what one comment says. Okay. And I think that there is something to that. I think that, this being a deception at its core is likely a bigger truth.
Yep.
I don't know if this is CGI, hologram. I don't know what kind of technology this is, but does seem to be a distraction, and it does seem to be, deception.
Yeah, van life. We were talking on Steve and Ronnie's show last night, the Unfiltered show, that I think they spent the last 4 years luring all the Republicans and freedom lovers to Florida, with their mild COVID restrictions and Ron DeSantis. And now they're humiliating DeSantis, and they've, I don't know. What are they going to do now that everybody has settled in Florida?
Is it my internet buffering, or?
It could be, y'all. We got a bad storm going on.
We do have a bad storm in the area. If you can hear us, I don't know if they've cut us because I said the Mr. didn't kill himself word.
How dare you?
I did. I said it. I shouldn't have said it. I'm sorry, guys. Holler at us if you're still with us. My stream.
I can hear it.
Okay, good. Okay, well, cool. Faith over fear is always good to see you. Hope you are having a blessed evening. And bear with us. We do have a storm going on overhead, down in the New Orleans area. But we're just going to keep on trucking through some of this stuff. It does get weirder. Okay. It's a lot of weird stuff. We're living in unprecedented times. Okay. And things are changing. Okay.
Right.
Okay. So is it okay? Okay. Sorry. Maybe it's just my phone. I've got my chat pulled up here on my phone, and, our stream started to do circles whenever I said Mr. didn't kill himself's name. I was like, oh, shouldn't have read that. But when you're reading, they
Right.
want us to filter ourselves and to self-censor so they don't got to work so hard to.
I formed what do they call it? Practice scars in school, where I would count ahead to see what paragraph I was going to have to read so I could practice it. I'm just trying to get through the words. Okay. I can't both read and filter and retain. I'm not that multi-talented.
Probably a UFO flying over, not a storm. All right, let's keep her moving. Okay, so this is San Diego. Okay, and this is 2 days ago. So they're definitely pushing the UFO stuff.
Okay, but hang on. What do I notice straight out the bat? What's that tent with the blue light? Is
These
this
don't
a rave?
look technological. This looks like something almost spiritual. I mean, this doesn't look.
I'm just saying, if that tent is a festival, no, it looks like a harbor, I guess.
Or a performance theater, like you were saying.
Because I was like, if an event is going on, maybe it's, something for that, but it doesn't appear so.
And it doesn't look like that's anything. What are they saying in the video?
And nobody's saying shit.
Those are the angels.
That's what I'm saying. You know, that looks like that almost has like a serpent movement. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't look robotic or it doesn't look like a drone to me.
Why isn't anyone? Yeah, look. Hey, my phone's shitty. I can't even get. Bitch, what the fuck?
Dude, they're moving around.
Yeah, that's fucking creepy, dog.
You know, I don't know what to make of that. You'll have to let me know what you think about that in the comments. You know, I don't think you would be able to explain to me that this is some sort of elaborate drone or something like that. I don't think, maybe I'm wrong.
I don't think so, but it makes me think that, like, man, there's a whole bunch of folks that we got to work on our reactions.
Yeah, Nan. Nan says flying serpents. That's exactly what I was thinking when I saw that. It's immediately what my mind thought.
Jenny is giant.
I'm not sure. Maybe flares, but look at them. They don't move like flares. The way that one is, this one right here is moving like a serpent or a fish. It doesn't move like a flare. It looks like it has very intentional direction.
The angels.
Why isn't anyone?
I don't know, man. I don't think those are as easily explained away as flares, but that's just me, personal opinion.
And look, one just, well, it's like one just appears out of nowhere.
They're just flying around. Like a flare usually just keeps flying up. I don't know. Really weird. So definitely keep your minds open and don't fall for the deception, because that's what I think this is. This is some kind of elaborate deception.
Yeah.
You know? And then I don't know if you can see this one over here on the right very good, but this also is recent. This is 20 hours. Miami again, 20 hours ago.
You need to get the boys!
15th Bend, what is up, brother? Good to see you, man. Bro fist. Hope you're having a blessed evening, dude. Man, I don't know what to make of this one either. This kind of looks like the same thing you were seeing in San Diego, just there's only one of them. I don't know, man. But they're definitely seeing a lot of UFO activity on social media, especially since the first, you know, kind of like it was a kickoff.
Right.
Or something like that, you know. I'm not sure.
Somo says they've unleashed the upside down world.
For real. I mean, I can agree with that. Somo2SS, it's good to see you, brother. Hope you're having a blessed one. Let's see. The person who posted this quoted Amos 9:8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord God are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord.
It's not that I'm excited for things to happen. Obviously, I wish things would just be normal and go back to the way they were, you know, or what I thought they were when I was growing up. It's just that it's getting harder to live in the world and not of the world. And so, like, I think there's a little piece of me that's like, you know, when something just crazy enough happens, all these like judgments and social norms and stuff will go away, and that'll make things a lot easier, but really likely not. The system will probably still be in place throughout all of it.
Right. And it's just going to be slow incremental levels of, you know,
yeah,
until a certain level of collapse happens that, you know, perhaps, but that's just, you know,
yeah,
pontification. That's not, you know, it's just theory. Now, this is the level of hologram projection / CGI, whatever, that they are showing to the public. This was at the Game Awards of 2023, some kind of spectacular
Promotion,
hologram,
right.
or promotion of a video game, but it is somewhat Portal stuff. Check this out.
So that's what that would be like, in case you were wondering.
And we're so desensitized to CGI from movies.
Right.
You know, look, there's a bunch of smoke machines down here, and I guess that's what they're projecting. They're just using projection technology into a smoke screen.
Or smoke and mirrors.
Smoke and mirrors.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, this is clearly, you know, approved to show to the public type stuff.
Right.
This isn't like anything crazy. This is
just for gaming promotion,
right.
Like how extent do you think it gets?
Yeah, how extensive could it be?
I've heard that people have been in the room with projections that like they could not tell, they had no idea were projections.
Pretty cool, pretty crazy. I don't know. Definitely creepy. Kind of crazy. Anyway, we'll keep her moving then.
Keep her moving.
Sorry, folks. We're trying to run through all of it. Now, this is something that me and Tiff found that we agreed with. We wanted to read with you guys.
I can read it.
The alien deception may be upon us, but it's not what most people think. I don't know if there were actually aliens, demons present in Miami last night, but here's what I can tell you. There is a massive spiritual deception that will eventually unfold that will deceive even God's elect, if it were possible. Matthew 24:24. There is a reason why mainstream commentators such as Tucker Carlson have said that there is a spiritual aspect to the UFO phenomenon, which is true.
That's right.
I believe we will soon begin to see physical manifestations of aliens/demons on this earth, which is why the UFO disclosure has been pushed so heavily in the mainstream the last few years. But most believers are aware that aliens are demons. This isn't a secret. Has Satan overplayed his hand? I believe certainly not. What if Satan and his angels are using this against believers to lead into a much more powerful and spiritually destructive deception? What do I mean by this? Demons are spiritual beings aligned with Satan, whose ultimate goal is to undermine God's plan and lead people away from him. What if demons are planning to deceive even the elect by tricking them into believing they are casting out demons by the power of the Holy Spirit? Let me explain. The scriptures repeatedly caution us about the rise of deceptive spirits in the last days. 1 Timothy 4:1. Satan, the father of lies, seeks to distort and counterfeit the work of the Holy Spirit for his own purposes. Matthew 7:22-23 cautions us about those who have performed miracles in Jesus' name, yet Jesus declares that he never knew them. In Matthew 24:24, Jesus himself warns that false messiahs and false prophets will arise, performing great signs and wonders. It is possible for individuals to be deceived into thinking they are operating in the power of God, while unknowingly being influenced by demonic forces. I believe so. I may not have read that right.
No, he said it is, but I think he meant is it.
My bad.
No, you didn't.
But why would Satan do this? There are many reasons. Demons often use deception to introduce false teachings and doctrines. By tricking believers into believing they have the power to cast out demons, they can lead them into adopting erroneous beliefs and practices, causing division and confusion within the body of Christ. By giving them the impression that believers have the ability to cast out demons, demons can play on human pride and ego. This false sense of spiritual superiority can lead believers to become self-righteous and judgmental, focusing on their perceived spiritual accomplishments rather than on humility, love, and true obedience to God. Demons aim to lead believers away from the truth and into spiritual bondage. By deceiving believers into thinking they are effectively dealing with demonic forces, demons can divert their attention from other vital aspects of their faith, such as cultivating a deep relationship with God, growing in holiness, and advancing the kingdom of God. What would believers think if those who hold occult beliefs of Christ consciousness and other anti-biblical New Age beliefs began to also seemingly cast out demons? This opens the door for the doctrines of devils to lead believers into departing from the faith. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. 1 Timothy 4:1. This is the only deception that I believe could deceive God's elect if possible. Crap, I lost the last bit there.
Wait, hang on. Okay. Hang on.
I'm waiting on it.
It is important for believers to be aware of these tactics, and to rely on discernment, prayer, and the guidance of the Holy Spirit. By staying grounded in the truth of God's word and seeking accountability within the community of believers, we can guard against the deception of demons and walk. That's all I got.
Well, either way, I believe that there is deception at the root of the stuff you're seeing in the skies, the stuff you're seeing at the mall. That's at the end of the day, I can't tell you what it is, but I think there's some deception attached to it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Dude, Rebel Without a Reason, Brofist
right,
brother.
man.
Good to see you. Hope you're having a blessed evening, dude. Nan says, if churches told people to get the V and are doing other bad things, now just think how they will push this.
Yep.
Okay. All right. We'll keep her moving then. We'll keep her moving. Hopefully it's something good. Massive. Okay. Let's see.
I knew 2024 was going to be bad, but not like make my ex look good kind of bad. Now, if you thought the whole Miami creature thing was weird, oh God. Is it too late to see if 2023 will take us back? Check it out, guys.
Craig the Hunter. Good to see you, brother. Brofist. Hope you're having a blessed one. Hope you're at the house hanging out. Pet the pup for me.
Holy fucking shit, guys. Holy fucking shit. Holy fuck. No, I don't know.
Yeah, I went ahead and recorded his video in slow motion, guys. Check it out. Okay, so I went through his video and I recorded it in slow motion so you could see these creatures closer. And I kind of paused on them so you could see them a little bit more clearly. Like this one. With its stick. You can see really well right here.
I don't know that. Okay, this is crazy. It doesn't look ominous to me. I don't immediately see this and think Nephilim or giant. A man with a stick reminds me of a shepherd.
Right.
And that would remind me of Jesus. You know?
Yeah.
In my opinion. That's just what it makes me think of.
Okay, then I kind of fast forwarded through the parts that didn't have any creatures. Bear with me. This one I found a little bit more interesting because you could actually see it walking. See how You can see it stepping. Okay, fast forward. And I actually caught one that you couldn't see with the naked eye as I was going slow motion. Right there. And I kind of went back so you could see it. But that one you didn't even catch with the naked eye because very quickly it stepped over there. Yeah. And the last one I find the most intriguing because it moves its hand down the stick. You'll be able to see it here. And I kind of go back and forth with it a little bit so you can see it clearly. But it does move its hand. See? Yeah. What in the whole 2024 was that? Look, I am all for one in believing in Project Bluebeam, but you know, Auntie, I am also all for one believing in the Nephilim as well. The giants that stood 450 feet tall, you know, the ones that were there in the days of Noah, the same Nephilim that will be walking this earth on the days of the return of the Son of Man. I don't know about you guys, but 2024 can just, 2024, I need you to listen, and I need you to listen to me good. Mad face, Matt, knock it off. Enough already, it's only the 6th. Sheesh. Y'all, whether this is Project Bluebeam or it's a whole real Nephilim spirit, either way, I would still highly suggest getting right with God, and fast. Because whether they're trying to fake us out or if this is extremely real, one thing is for certain, my friends. Yeshua could come back any single day, and I want to hang with you in heaven. So please, repent, turn from sin, and give your entire beautiful life to God and to Yeshua, your Lord and Savior. Because by my calculations, the way 2024 is going, it won't be long before Yeshua is the next thing we see in the sky.
I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? Please let me know in the comments down below. Would love to start some conversation over this stuff. Craig, the hunter, brother, it's so good to see you, man.
That one, the lightning bolt looked like it just lined up well enough that it looked like the lightning bolt was coming out of his hand.
Right. The caption says things just keep getting weirder. There have been several sightings from Peru to Vegas to the recent Miami incident. Do y'all think this is Project Bluebeam, Nephilim, demonic entities? Either way, catch me outside getting right with Yahweh.
That's right.
Yeah, you guys will have to let me know. The Broken Garage, good to see you, man. Golf and Guns, good to see you, brother. I don't know if I've said hi yet. That's right, Craig. He will come on a cloud or come with cloud. Nan, what do you mean? Nan Sullivan says witness. I don't know, man. I don't know. It gets crazier. And this show only gets crazier from here. All right. Now we're going to be switching to still crazy stuff in the sky. Okay. But I guess more normal crazy. This is more like regular crazy. This is crazy. Okay. It's creepy to me. I don't know what it is to y'all. Maybe routine for y'all, but just check this out. Okay. So this is seen over Denver today. Okay. Turn this down. So I see a Chinook. And there's like a whole squad of helicopters.
Whoa.
I believe like even an Apache. I could be wrong.
Looks like a is that a grid formation or like what?
Blackhawks. What would a Chinook be doing?
I mean,
maybe they're training. Do they train in Denver? I don't know. Maybe you guys know. I don't know.
I thought Buckley Air Force Base closed. Maybe there's a new one, though. I haven't really kept up with it.
Maybe there's a secret one. That's right, Susie. That's right. So I don't know. I don't know about this one. Something interesting about this video that somebody pointed out was this stuff. Did you catch that?
Whoa, no, I didn't.
This was in the fence in the very beginning of this video here. See that?
Whoa.
What is all that? I don't know what's going on. Okay. How crazy this thing's about to be. Okay. You see?
What do they say? What is it?
Forget the helos. What the heck are these creepy things in the backyard? Anyway, the helicopters are just there for training practice for November. That's what I thought. Okay, perhaps. Okay. We've stumbled across something we probably shouldn't watch. Okay. This must be Russia. Okay, you have to forgive me. Maybe we needed a little uplifting.
He's gonna fall. Oh no, he fell.
It's got to be Russia. I don't know. Okay.
Anyway.
Too much vodka. All right. We'll keep her moving then. Okay. We'll just keep her moving. All right. Now you're familiar with this one.
I am.
All right. On today's episode of Predictive Programming.
Just a fun little tidbit.
All right. Let's see what she's got to say.
On today's episode of Predictive Programming, let's talk about the Book of Eli. It was released in 2010 and is a post-apocalyptic story where the most sought-after possession is the Bible. At 37 minutes and 23 seconds in, the poster on the wall is timestamped 2024, programming the beginning year of the collapse. On today.
I don't know.
I love the movies.
And we pay attention to the symbology and the predictive programming and stuff like that. So that's right, Golf and Guns. Couldn't have said it better myself, bro. It's weird out there.
That's right.
It's real weird out there. What would a collapse look like? Real weird. I mean, okay. Freak flag fly. You know what I mean?
No bueno.
Okay, here we go.
You have precious hours.
World news. See, I thought that this image was like, I thought we all knew about the islands that China built in the South China Sea, where they built replicas of our, of all of our fleet, of our naval fleet.
I didn't know that.
And they practiced bombing it. World news. Updated satellite imagery has unveiled what appears to be a replica of the USS Gerald R. Ford aircraft carrier situated in a Chinese desert. My bad. Presumably for missile target practice, captured on January 1st, 2024 by Planet Labs. The model in the Taklamakan Desert resembles the Ford in size, shape, and specific design elements, including the island position and catapult tracks.
This must be how Ron Jeremy feels watching a Grand Thumb video. Like, hey... I know what
how
you're
many
doing.
people are going to get that reference?
Probably not many,
like
but you
nobody.
get it. You get it, right?
I get it. I get it.
That's all I said it for.
Okay, let's see. So it has copied the catapult for the planes tracks, as if like a target. You know what I mean? And let's see. The Taklamakan Desert Range has been known for housing models of U.S. naval ships, including an Arleigh Burke class destroyer, with indications of missile strike training. The activity aligns with China's broader military strategy to counter American maritime presence in the Indo-Pacific, where U.S. Navy operations often lead to increased tensions. China's military buildup, especially in missile technology, has been a focus of recent U.S. Department of Defense reports. The significant increase in Chinese missile stockpiles, particularly the intermediate range DF-26 missiles known as carrier killers, has been brought up multiple times by various defense officials during congressional hearings. Attached an additional satellite image of what appears to be an Arleigh Burke class destroyer, which I guess is that.
It's just rude.
What?
Do we have anywhere that we have Chinese ships that we attack and bomb?
Well, we practice in the sea, I thought. Anyway, just thought we'd put that on your radar.
Yeah, that's what we thought, Craig. Craig said that's been out there a long time.
Yeah.
I can't, the heart's in the way, but
you can't what's the limits? Okay. If we have to protect Taiwan,
right.
Okay, over there,
And right, we're
and
not
then
physically in Ukraine with soldiers, but and then
the Red Sea, the Black Sea,
which we have more to get into on the Red Sea, but anyway.
Scientists concerned about devices that literally read your mind.
Well, good. At least there's a line that they are concerned about crossing. Some of them.
If we lose our mental privacy, what else is there to lose?
Yeah, no, it's a serious one.
I mean, what in the world? As the world inches ever closer to mind-reading technology, some scientists are calling to legally enshrine the right to keep our thoughts to ourselves.
It's one of those things you don't think you have to outline, but evidently you do.
I mean, if they're coming out and talking about it like this, what do they already have behind closed doors?
No joke. I saw an article the other day that said China was working on mind control devices. And I believe them.
I mean, this is just wild. While this tech will invariably help people who cannot speak or type due to medical issues communicate, concerns about mental surveillance, a la Big Brother, are very real. To address them, some experts have begun championing so-called neuro rights, or the right to mental privacy. The loss of mental privacy. This is a fight we have to fight today. Columbia neuroscientist Raphael Youst, who initially worked on BCI research before realizing its dangers, told the website that could be irreversible. If we lose our mental privacy, what else is there to lose? That's it. We lose the essence of who we are.
That's right. Put me down for the neuro rights, please.
Yeah, you can go ahead and pencil me in there. Anarchy Television, very good to see you. Sean, Sabe, dude, good to see you, man. Brofist. Dude, what? Okay. I mean.
Oh, absolutely, Rebel. Absolutely.
Dude, YouTube listens to your conversations. I get ads and videos based on conversations I have with people. Other people have confirmed this. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. That thing is sitting there listening to you. You know what I mean? I mean, not only just this microphone, but the microphones in your smartwatches, smartphones. A very wise man once told me that a smartphone is a dumb idea.
That's right.
A smartphone is a dumb idea. All I need the thing to do is sit over there on the wall and call for help if I need it. You know what I mean? All this other stuff was conveniences to get into your pocket. You know what I mean? So they bugged everybody. Mm-hmm. Everyone's been bugged. Now
you bugged yourself and you paid for it.
And you paid for it and you pay a premium.
Yep.
So that they can take high quality HD, UHD camera pictures of you.
And then you pay for a new one and you take your old one to go turn in and get money so that they can collect that. And anyway.
And now your dishwasher, the Internet of Things, all your new devices connected to the internet. Okay. Your refrigerator, your dishwasher. I mean, how many other things?
Yep. Absolutely.
You don't have to control your toaster with your phone.
Well.
Okay. All right. We'll move on. You think that's weird? Check this out.
No need for a boarding pass, no need for a passport. It's basically your face is the passport. So after you drop your bags, you go through immigration. So you go through this tunnel, and then if it's green, that means you're registered and you're identified and you're all good to go. However, if it's red, you will be stopped, and we'll have to figure out why it popped up as red. Basically, it will eliminate the waiting area, and the boarding desks. So no need for that. It's just the tunnel that you go through.
No passport, no boarding pass required. Okay, for traveling to Dubai from March to March. Okay, so wait, it starts here.
Starting March of this year. Yep. Which, I mean, Dubai has already been having the cutting edge technology, facial scan in cars. They don't need police to ticket folks speeding. Their systems, their facial scan just does it evidently. So It was only a matter of time. Look at the eyeball in the triangle back there.
Yeah. That's some shot placement right there, man. Screen blocking is what it's called. I mean, how long until this is the airport?
Right.
And you don't think that they want to adopt this and just they know that folks like me, they know that there are folks who aren't going to the airport.
I think 5 years will be generous. It'll be generous if 5 years before all the airports are doing this. Or it'll be a one more, I don't know.
Is this are you cool with this? Is this something that you're excited about? Or is this something that...
Is this something that they'll use in the New World Order, one world government type scenarios?
It reminds me of the Minority Report whenever Tom Cruise is, like he's become excommunicado and they're like screen searching everybody. They're like every store has a little eyeball that's like taking pictures of everybody trying to, I don't know, man. I don't know. There may be a new system implemented that I don't want to be a part of. Okay. And this is the technologies that they're using, and they could start using them at different, gateways and entrance points and stuff like that to, control entrance or exits, or I don't know. It's a big red flag for me.
Love the outfit though.
But yeah, no big red flag for me personally. So I just think that's crazy. That's what the show should be named. That's just crazy. This is crazy.
That's crazy.
We left normal back there, guys. We really did leave it, All right. Are you ready to move on?
Ready.
Okay. So now starts, we showed a little bit of this over on, Steve Harloha's, Unfiltered podcast, with Ronnie, and the boys. It was a good time. Okay. We showed a little bit of this. We have some grade A, okay. Grade A premium, fine cut. I mean, just top notch propaganda. Okay.
I look at him. I said, "Wow, that's great propaganda."
I said, "Wow, that's really good propaganda." Wow. I mean, I can't do a good Trump. I'm working on my Trump impersonation. Okay. I think it's a really good one.
I support this.
Yeah. Golf and Gun says Dubai's population is much more homogenous and controlled than the U.S.'s. Won't come here for a while. Hopefully not. But it definitely seems like all the kinks are going to be worked out by the time it does. Ghetto Bro, good to see you, Bro Fist. Homeland and the store Target perfected this software. Look into it, brother. And good evening, dude. Good evening. Okay, so like I said, okay, premium, grade A, fine cut propaganda coming your way. Prepare your minds and eyes
from
and
both
ears.
sides.
Okay, we have a little bit of both sides. Okay, check it out. You're going to say, wow, I never thought propaganda could be this hardcore.
Here it is.
Hardcore, they said. Hardcore is what they're calling it. I'm sorry, I'm trying.
People tried to tell me don't show them this. I said, nah, I'm going to show it.
Nah, I'm going to show it. Said, wow. Okay, here we go. All right, buckle up for this one, bud. 11 Films. That's the name of the company that put this out, okay? This is like, the left scenario, the left ideology's worst case scenario. Are you ready for this? Trump's New America.
Love this guy. He says, "You're not going to be a dictator, are you?" I said, no, other than day one. As my first order of business, I hereby declare martial law.
Citizens of the New America, here are today's announcements. Supreme Leader Donald Trump proclaims the 4th of July will no longer be celebrated as Independence Day. In honor of our 2021 Patriots, January 6th will now be recognized as our great nation's birthday. All citizens are required to participate in quadrant festivities. Failure to do so will be met with harsh punishment and immediate incarceration in your local detention camp.
I'm tired of this separation of church and state junk.
Effective immediately, all children are now considered spiritual soldiers of MAGA. Regardless of rape, incest, or health of the woman, abortion is now illegal. Anyone caught providing or receiving an abortion will be charged with murder.
Do you believe in punishment for abortion?
There has to be some form of punishment.
For the woman?
Yeah, there has to be some form.
Due to previous liberal indoctrination, all schools are hereby closed. All citizens must participate in their quadrant's book elimination celebration festivity. Failure to do so will be met with harsh punishment and immediate incarceration in your local detention camp. All migrants, refugees, and dreamers are now considered enemies of the new America and will be rounded up, incarcerated, and deported immediately.
They're poisoning the blood of our country. That's what they've done. We will root out the radical left thugs that live like vermin. Vermin.
Your curfew and freedom to travel will be determined by your quadrant's vermin surveillance system score. The vermin surveillance system has proven to be invaluable in detecting and squashing liberal uprisings. All citizens must continue to report any progressive or liberal activity. Failure to do so will be met with harsh punishment and immediate incarceration at your local detention camp. Your unwavering loyalty to Supreme Leader Donald Trump is mandatory and essential in keeping the new America great forever.
So, someone's a little scared then.
That's right.
Huh?
I gotta give it to them though. This was well made. We have memes, okay? They have the media.
I read Golf and Guns comment, dude. They project so hard.
Oh, yeah.
You're so right. Oh my gosh.
But then I read it the other way, and that was funnier. They project
so hard. Oh man. I mean, this is not a movie. It's our last chance.
That's right.
We must unite against evil. Right? Save our democracy. Okay. Boy, someone's a little worried. Someone's okay. All right.
All right. If that wasn't your cup of tea, let's go over and you're going to see. All right. We should have done this one first. My apologies. Because
okay.
This one was the better made one. This 11 films. It was better made. They put a lot of heart into it.
It's
They're like, I really need you guys to understand how terrible it will be.
It was very Purge-like, very purgy, right?
Okay.
Because it's like almost believable. You know what I mean? You know?
It was spread pretty thick.
Oh, it's
That's
spread
right.
pretty thick, you know? Yeah, definitely.
It was.
You know.
I found it amusing.
That's right. Now do Biden administration.
That's right. Right.
We've been living that the last 3.5 years, you know? All right.
But here's the problem with that piece of prop and this piece of prop. Even though this piece of prop is a piece of prop, it's the old-timey kind of prop where you prop yourself up, a different prop, where you prop yourself up rather than, you know, like cutting your opponent down. Remember when they used to do it that way? They didn't talk about how terrible you were. They just talked about how great I am.
Did you see how they slipped in that little clip right at the end of Mr. Heil? I don't want to say his name.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, go ahead and put that mental association.
Yeah, just slip
there.
that right there in the end and
You
put
don't
that
want to
in
be
their
like
head.
this lady.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Next. All right. So Trump posts blasphemous and ideologous campaign ad. I'm sorry if I didn't say that right. Here we go. Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay. What do you think this ad is about? All right. Let's see. Sorry.
And on June 14, 1946, God looked down on his planned paradise and said, I need a caretaker. So God gave us Trump. God said, I need somebody willing to get up before dawn, fix this country, work all day, fight the Marxists, eat supper, then go to the Oval Office and stay past midnight at a meeting of the heads of state. So God made Trump. I need somebody with arms, strong enough to rustle the deep state, and yet gentle enough to deliver his own grandchild. Somebody to ruffle the feathers, tame cantankerous World Economic Forum, come home hungry, have to wait until the First Lady is done with lunch with friends, then tell the ladies to be sure and come back real soon, and mean it. So God gave us Trump. I need somebody who can shape an axe, but wield a sword, who had the courage to step foot in North Korea, who can make money from the tar of the sand, turn liquid to gold, who understands the difference between tariffs and inflation, will finish his 40-hour week by Tuesday noon, but then put in another 72 hours. So God made Trump. God had to have somebody willing to go into the den of vipers, call out the fake news for their tongues as sharp as a serpent's. The poison of vipers is on their lips, and yet stop. So God made Trump. God said, I need somebody who will be strong and courageous, who will not be afraid or terrified of the wolves when they attack. A man who cares for the flock, a shepherd to mankind who won't ever leave nor forsake them. I need the most diligent worker to follow the path and remain strong in faith and know the belief of God and country. Somebody who's willing to drill, bring back manufacturing, to step American jobs, farm the lands, secure our borders, build our military, fight the system all day, and finish a hard week's work by attending church on Sunday. And then his oldest son turns and says, Dad, let's make America great again. Dad, let's build back a country to be the envy of the world again. So God made Trump.
What do you think? I totally agree with MLP. This one is a bit worshipy.
Right.
And I only worship the Almighty.
That's right.
Not a fan.
I'm not a fan of this one because of that exactly. I think what he was trying to do is show that like he wanted to bring God into it and that he serves God.
I don't think Trump's responsible for this.
Agreed. But I thought that this was put out by him. I don't know. I'll have to check. It didn't say I'm Trump and I approve this ad.
Right.
But it had that, worshipy vibe.
Trump, the best monkey wrench. Abstracted, it says, don't think it's blasphemous, but definitely corny. I agree with that. It's definitely, it's something, all right. We're dealing with some propagandic times.
That's right. That's what it was.
Might rename this channel Propagandic Time. I don't know. That would be bad though. Y'all would think I was propaganda, but I don't know. Hank Holiday.
Hank?
Finally. Good to see you, man. All right. So what do you think about that? Wasn't that pretty thick?
Are you brainwashed?
Which way? Are you hanging out with us in the middle?
Right.
We all gonna be some fence sitters? We're going to tear this fence down. There's so many folks sitting on it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't going to be no fence no more. You know what I mean? All right.
Did y'all know Afro Man is running for president in 2024?
Yeah, I heard that.
Used to, we could laugh these things off.
But it's for real these days.
That's right.
All right. License. All right. Let's keep her moving then. What do you think?
Yes.
Oh, did you guys hear about this? Liberals disguising themselves as Trump supporters to attack the J6.
Getting his disguise on.
Okay, so remember this. I'm gonna wear a mask underneath the mask. You should wear this. I'm wondering if I should wear. What do you think I should wear as a hat? Should I wear this or this? Yeah. Here, this is your mask.
Oh my God, the America mask.
Dude, I'm not fucking with you. You gotta blend in. I know you can't stomach wearing it, but like you need to blend it. You have to have a visual identifier. You're not coming if you're not wearing this.
All right.
You could also wear this.
Yeah, the America hat might be my move, but we'll see. I'll bring them both in my backpack.
We've got Fox News. Oh wait,
CNN. We're ready to.
We're ready.
I don't know if we're committing crimes doing this, but we're.
Are you insinuating that I don't work for all three of these companies simultaneously?
I am at least a little bit insinuating that.
You feel like you think that I don't work for all of them. They won't trust you unless there's a visual, like there's something visual.
He's getting his disguise on.
Okay, so remember this. I'm gonna wear a mask underneath the mask. You should wear this. I'm wondering if I should wear. What do you think I should wear as a hat? Should I wear this or this? Yeah. Here, this is your.
Yeah, I agree, Steve Harlow. I think the same thing.
Yeah.
I thought the same thing the day we were covering the J6 situation. I think we all have our thoughts about it, but this, it's a Marxist. It's in the their teachings. The blame your enemy exactly of what you're doing, exactly when you're doing it, and this is kind of the pot calling the kettle black. And I mean, did you see that reporter recently crying?
No.
Having interviewing someone about J6. He was like crying as if it was as horrible as,
oh, gosh.
you know, like
No.
9/11 or something like that.
No, I didn't.
I don't know, guys. We're dealing with some, you know, I mean, the folks who are, you know, activated negatively in this way are some nasty cutthroat, you know, do whatever they need to do.
That's right, Rebel.
They're not playing clean. Their voices give them away. It's true. You know, who was protesting all the way up until this day?
Right.
It wasn't the right. You know what I mean? Anyway, we'll keep her moving. Keep her moving. All right, now we're entering some urban decay.
That's
okay,
right.
some, you know, some
Is it uplifting gold or urban decay?
well, no, this is urban decay. We're gonna be getting into some urban decay, and then we'll move into some uplifting gold.
This is funny to me, but only because I'm not dealing with it.
It's funny, but it's you know, showing, you know, signs of times.
My driveway's gone. What used to be a concrete slab outside 1438 Bethesda Street is now a patch of dirt that she didn't ask for. Someone took her driveway as she was trying to get ready for Christmas.
Of all the things that you worried about getting stolen, did you think the driveway was one of them?
No, not at all. Come home and my driveway's gone.
Missing a driveway.
That blew my mind. Okay, so I'm a dork, all right? And sometimes my brain don't work right. And so I was picturing a bunch of like teenagers that like live down some rural dirt road, and they're like, man, Ma would be so happy if we got her driveway for Christmas.
She sure would.
And so I'm like picturing them with like crowbars or something, like getting this concrete out from underneath. And you know, that was so silly. And then Landon was like, oh, a construction company or something came, they got the wrong address. They realized after too much work had been done, and they got out of there before anybody noticed. So I was like, oh yeah, that's way more logical.
Yeah, 100% Golf. You're right, dude. I think it was some job, and I think the guys got the wrong address. I don't, you know, and they basically tore up the wrong driveway and realized, let's get out of here, you know.
But I still feel like those rednecks are in the woods somewhere wishing Ma had a paved driveway.
Ronnie, good evening, sir. Good evening. I've removed concrete before. This is far from a quiet thing to do. Yeah, I mean, and the way they left it so clean, I think it was definitely a mistake.
Yep.
Some construction crew or concrete driveway company accidentally got the wrong address and got a little too deep.
They probably did a full look for security cameras.
And the sad part is they probably figured it out like halfway in and was like, well, let's go ahead and rip it up and get out of here. You know, I don't know.
Terrible.
I don't know. We'll keep her moving.
The Grinch stole that driveway.
The Grinch stole that driveway. Twisted Tats, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man.
Oh, MLP. Apparently it's a common scam to force you to buy a driveway. The betrayal. Well, maybe the rednecks got Ma the driveway, though.
Homie, I would go to Home Depot and put a whole bunch of pea gravel down. I ain't messing with you. Ain't gonna make me pay for a driveway. Nope. No, sir. No, sorry, Bob.
Yeah, no, I know. Our rocks are sinking.
Expensive mistake. That's what I was thinking. Alien stole it. That's right, Shadow Mask. That had to be it.
Legit.
All right, now, check this out. Who's booking a plane, right? All right, you ready for this? A part of the plane flew off not even 20 minutes into the flight.
But I had heard that this airline had actually just done...
Can you imagine seeing the night sky out of the freaking airplane you're in? I mean...
I know these people right by the window are looking at it like, I hope the rest of this doesn't break away. We've all seen World War Z.
We've all seen the movies. Okay.
Nope.
But my thing with this is, you know, I have noticed for years certain little infrastructure details. I've heard stories of pilots saying that they came out and made a repair on their Boeing with duct tape. There were parts being held on with duct tape. Okay. They are cutting corners, cutting costs. Inflation affects even those at the top. Okay. They're not you know, their bottom line is their focus at the end of the day. It's about making money.
Yeah. I'm good. I don't want to fly.
And fixing planes with Rolls-Royce engines it's expensive. It's expensive. Okay. And, you know, these days they're squeezing everything they can get out of it, out of everything they've got, you know, and they're not paying top dollars per se. You know, it's the cheapest bidder type deal. And so I don't know. I don't know if now is the time to necessarily be trusting airlines. You know what I mean? Not to say that you shouldn't, you know, just, I mean, I've just heard stories of how they repair these Airbuses. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the golden era of air travel was probably the late 40s, the early 50s, the early 60s. You know what I mean? That was like, you know.
No. Excuse
Did
me.
you see?
Did you not hear about that flight that took off from Hawaii and like became a convertible freaking like 2 hours into the ocean? No? Well, they had to turn around and go back to Hawaii as a convertible, okay? A flying convertible. This isn't Harry Potter.
What air travel was like back in the day. Okay? You see what I'm saying? Look at the legroom, you know? I mean, back in the day. Look at the legroom. Look. 1940s. World War II.
Luxurious.
Okay. Back in the day. Look at this. Look at this. Okay.
Wow.
1950s are considered the golden age of air travel. Passengers dressed up and enjoyed in-flight meals of prime rib and lobster. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Prime lib and
That's right, prime lib.
Prime lib and lobster.
Okay. And now, okay, security screenings didn't become mandatory until the early 1970s when bigger flights meant more passengers. It still looks better. Look at this. They have actual teacups. Now it's just little plastic cups and peanuts.
You should see the liquor they brought. I'm just kidding.
Look at this. In the 1980s, you could smoke cigarettes on flights. Meals were included, and you could check as many bags as you wanted.
And don't even get me started on the peanuts, okay? The peanuts were a downgrade from this, and now we all wish we still had the peanuts, but they're gone.
In the 1990s, passengers could experience in-flight entertainment for the first time. And look at the colorful 1990s chairs. Isn't that awesome? In the 2000s, 9/11 and other threats significantly changed airport security and what passengers could take in their carry-on luggage. Yeah. And now, you know, they hope they can distract you with the screens. Well, you know what that won't distract me from? The giant hole.
That's right. The gaping hole that's sucking out oxygen.
I mean, dude, flew back for an emergency landing. Dude, no. Okay. Absolutely not.
If I have to go back for an emergency, like that's an unsuccessful, I'm done.
That's just crazy, y'all. Okay. I remember smoking on the plane. Yes, I smoked on planes going to and from Germany. No way. I used to fly in the 90s a couple times per month. It was nice even then. What was cost back then? $50, LOL? Now it's hundreds at least. Unfortunately, airlines are the greyhound of the skies.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Moving on.
All right. Moving on. A little bit more urban decay.
That's
okay.
right.
A little bit more. A mob of over 100 looters purposefully crashed a stolen Kia into a small bakery in Compton, California, before they flooded in and ransacked the store during a night of rampage on the streets earlier this week. Poetic justice. Poetic justice. One more time.
It was a stolen car, though.
One more time. Okay.
But that looked like food and stuff.
Well, it was a bakery.
So,
and
like,
food prices have gone
I know.
up.
I'm like, how mad can you be at people for stealing food?
Well, it's definitely a sign of societal collapse.
It definitely is, and I get it. Like, it's going to cause prices, it's going to extenuate the circumstance. I get it, but I'm just saying, like, it's one thing if somebody's like stealing, looting TV screens and stuff like that, but like if somebody's getting food, it's harder to be angry.
Well, unfortunately, it's still not acceptable. Unfortunately, there's your ethics question.
Right.
I wish I was in a position to feed folks who are hungry, but when you're talking about a societal collapse on a level of most of the neighborhood, if this is a lower income neighborhood, they have no food in their house. You know what I mean? They all hanging out outside. They all start to get the idea of, hey, we're all hungry. There's food right there.
Right.
They can't get us all. You know what I mean? Where are we on a societal level if that's the case?
Right.
If that's not the case, why is this happening? Who are the what is the name of this gang of friends hanging out? Or is this the neighborhood? I mean, what's going on here? Am I off on that?
No, you're not off. You're not off. It's just one of those tricky. It's a good point for people to argue about, is what it is.
Now, I'm not mad at them for stealing the food, but in a society, we have to have standards. We have to have a level of acceptance. And if we're saying that just because they're hungry, we're going to lower our level of acceptance, so why have a business? Why not just leave the doors open and let them come in and take whatever they want for free? Right. So what's the point of having a business?
Right. Yep.
I don't understand. So, there is either standards or not.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yep, that's absolutely right.
Compton is pretty big, but my point stands, I think. I don't know. They all got designer clothes and fancy phones. This is just savagery. Yeah, but it's possible to have nice things and be broke because you made poor financial decisions and you bought things that helped you portray a societal standard, like you care about designer stuff and fancy phones, because every now and then people get blessed with a little bit of money and they buy that phone or they buy that jacket. Okay, but they didn't never buy no groceries.
It looks like that woman is saying we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that.
But the rest of them clearly,
Yep.
That's, I don't know. You guys let me know what you think in the comments, especially, down below. Let's start a conversation in the comments section. All right, I threw this one in there. Tiff sent it to me, but I'm going to share it with you guys. The evolution of my friendship circle over the last 3 years. This is very accurate. Okay? Had this many friends, then I had this many friends, then I had this many friends, and now I have this many chickens.
That's right.
I've got a whole bunch of chickens and too many dogs.
For real.
And, buddy, they are a-laying. Thank you, Lord.
Amen.
It's really a blessing. I'm not going to gloat about nothing no more.
That's right.
Because Thanksgiving night, we were gloating about not gloating, but they asked how many chickens we had. And I was like, how many chickens do we have now? I don't got so many chickens. I can't even remember how many chickens I've got, Yep. And then we get home and our neighbor's pit bull had torn into our backyard and started to kill our chickens for sport and killed over half of my flock.
Yep.
But praise God, the chickens that are left are all healthy and layers, and they're doing good. Okay,
that's right, Rebel. Yeah, I mean, shoot, we're poor and we're not, but it just
that's right we praying.
That's right.
Poor and praying. Okay, so now I think we're going to be moving into some uplifting gold. Unfortunately, there's not much. So you tell me what you think about this. Okay, the situation is, this is how foreigners, this is how they hear English, how English sounds to foreigners. You know what I mean? I thought this was hilarious. You tell me what you think about this.
Pakistan Patan today we have to the border Afghanistan we near after the Afghani OCC border area. We have to the rocket launcher firing after the people 35 want to the Balkan.
In my mind, that's like, how other languages sound to us?
Yeah.
That's what English sounds like to them.
That's probably pretty accurate.
It's spot on. I think that's a spot on. Okay, one more time.
Pakistan Patan today we have to the border Afghanistan we near after the Afghani OCC border area. We have to the rocket launcher firing after the people 35 want to the Balkan.
You don't know what he's saying, but it sounds good. I know he's been practicing that.
That's right.
You know, he's doing a good job on that, man.
He did a great job.
That is spot on. That is too good. Okay. All right. Let's see what else we got. Don't get too down. Don't get too depressed. Sharon Steinspring. Oh my goodness. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Some pup
No,
killed
yeah,
our chickens.
yeah. So a dog. It was our neighbor's dog. Lord help us. But they made it right. You know what I mean? They made it right to the fact of that this dog had been getting out and causing problems for the whole neighborhood, and that it was, not being taken care of to the best of their ability because they are very busy. They have a lot of kids, and they work in the city, and so. Yep. Luckily, from what we can tell, they don't have the dog anymore. And I know that sounds terrible, but guys, y'all have no idea how many times this dog had gotten out and would come directly to us because we were the only family on the block that could put this dog back in the backyard. And they kept it on this tiny little chain connected to the fence, and it would always break its collars and it's a little,
Yeah.
I mean, we had been dealing with that dog for going on
a year and a half or so.
Going on 2 years, getting out multiple times a week.
Almost every day.
Almost every day. And we try to be good sports about it, not judgmental, you know what I mean? And but when it had eventually killed half of our flock, the mom that lives over there is an officer, okay, police officer, and she came to our backyard and investigated what our claims were, and they at least did something,
right?
Which we had been in a pattern of 2 years of them doing nothing. Enough about that, though. We'll keep moving on. Dude, I've been broke my entire 47 years on this planet, but I still have and always have love, kindness, and gratitude. So it all depends on how you define broke. Money-wise, I'm flat broke, but not in love. That's right. That's right. We are wealthy. God is our gold. You know what I mean?
High five for
that. And you got that nice shed for the chickens. Yeah. Yeah. We were at Thanksgiving dinner when it happened.
That's right.
And so now I'm careful. I don't, don't boast, All right. Ready?
City police have charged a man. 31-year-old Dwayne Townsend is charged with indecent exposure and disorderly conduct on several occasions dating back to November of 2018.
And you see, that's what the problem is. Now, it's a beautiful day. I want to come outside with my shirt off, and I was just jogging, trying to get my body back in shape. And all of a sudden, I get hit stick like I'm on Madden, just boom, out of nowhere by a cop. And, it scared the hell out of me. I was so scared, y'all, I done on myself. And I'm talking about I was wet. I was wetter than a whale in a bubble bath drinking a bottle of water, okay? And to myself, I said, indecent exposure? Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. What you want me to do? I'm a man. You want me to put on a bra? Man, that bra strap will snap like a bungee cord. Just go. And, I just came out of court, and they just gave me 2 court dates. One for each titty.
I'm sorry. It's not a fantastic response. I'm sorry. I can't.
Baltimore.
I already know the struggle. I don't even.
I showed that to him. He was like, I don't find that funny.
Okay, my Nana is sick and on hospice, okay, and my daughter is sick in the living room, and, it's storming today, and at the moment, I did not find it funny, okay? I was a bit down in the dumps, okay?
That's right. It was supposed to cheer you up. It didn't cheer you up.
No, it didn't. It didn't because it's too directly aimed. Okay, I am that guy with a different melanin going on. You know what I mean? Like, I know the rules. I can't just go walk around the city streets with no shirt on. Okay, it will disturb somebody. Okay, I could do like a body painting, but that's too much just to go and enjoy. You guys, you take for granted, you folks who can take your shirt off. Okay, you take it for granted. I suggest tomorrow you take your shirt off and enjoy it. Okay, because some of us can't do that.
That's
okay,
right.
we can't just be doing that. Okay, so I have a couple of articles here, but I don't know if y'all want to get into that.
Don't feel bad, babe. I can't walk around without a bra either. It's no fun. Skinny
Okay.
girls have them made.
I don't know if we want to read this or if we just want to get into the word.
No, let's read it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we should. Because
Well, we just did.
we don't have to get into that one. It's just like for food for thought.
Uplifting. We just got out of
uplifting.
No, this isn't uplifting. We just got out of uplifting gold. We were supposed to go into the word. We'll read this real quick. How will you survive the day an enemy state switches off the internet?
And it's just something to think about. Put yourself in a position where you don't have your phone anymore, and neither does anyone else, nor the computers. And real quick, what do you wish you knew? For me, it was like, oh crap, I don't know how to make bread, and now I do. Now I know how to make bread real good.
How are you going to power your bread maker? How are you? You see,
that was your assignment.
I know I've got that, but I would like to invest in more solar. Okay, but check it out.
Wait.
Okay, let me set the scenario for you.
Conversation.
Let me set the scenario. An oil tanker plows into a tourist beach. Planes fall from the sky. Driverless cars run amok and clog the interstates. Okay, the internet fails and the mobile network dies. Feral instincts take over as people fight for food, water, and medicine amid the ruins of civilization. That is the nightmare vision depicted in Leave the World Behind, Netflix's recent hit film starring Julia Roberts and Ethan Hawke. As a couple battling societal breakdown when the technology that underpins civilization collapses. It's fictional, but it touches on deep-seated real-life fears. The film is produced by Michelle and Barack Obama's company, Higher Ground. Okay, the ex-president was closely involved in shaping the plot, which dramatizes many of the cybersecurity issues on which he was briefed during his 8 years in the White House. For our 21st century lives are almost entirely dependent on complex technologies that many do not understand and that can so easily be exploited by our enemies. Maintaining a car, for example, was previously a job for any competent motorist and their local mechanic. Now our vehicles are computers on wheels, their inner workings a mystery. We used to navigate with paper maps and landmarks, but with his car's sat-nav out of action, Ethan Hawke's character Clay Sanford is unable to find his way to the nearby town. Our telephone system used to run on sturdy copper wires with handsets you could fix with a screwdriver. Now it is a branch of cyberspace. So too is finance. Remember when a credit card's embossed number left an imprint on a paper slip? Not anymore. Our payment system depends wholly on electronic encryption. What use is cash in the modern world? In the film, with the internet gone, it becomes a prized asset. If the technologies we rely on break down, many of us will be as helpless as Hawke's Clay Sanford. I am a useless man, he howls, as the crutch of technology is kicked from underneath him. So, could it really happen? The harsh truth is that modern life is perilously fragile. We are just one weekly shop, one tank of petrol away from helplessness, starvation, and death. How did we become so vulnerable? The internet was created so that academic computers could connect with one another. Today, it is the central nervous system of our civilization. It has brought untold benefits to our lives and the global economy, but our failure to think about security means that this miraculous progress has come with dangerous flaws. Ransomware is a cyber scam in which attackers scramble vital database to extort money from victims. Such attacks are crude but effective. They typically begin when someone unwisely clicks a link in an email that enables malware, malevolent software, to infect the victim's computer and its connected networks. Crooks will, for a price, then supply an electronic key that unscrambles the vital data. The ransom payment is, of course, made in untraceable cryptocurrency. The attackers do not care if they are putting careers, happiness, health, or even lives at risk. They are interested only in financial gain. last October, one such attack crippled British library. I can't say that. Rashida cyber gang claimed the responsibility and leaked private employee data, including passports and addresses, while demanding Bitcoin cryptocurrency to the value of 600,000 pound. I don't know. Don't forget about the MSM cyber attack, where they were all of Vegas's. I don't know. Some of the
casinos.
The casinos were like shut down.
Yep.
And held
that
ransom.
Was just what, back in February?
It wasn't that long ago.
I think.
I don't think it was that long ago. I'm not sure how long ago it was. Ultimately, the full-scale societal collapse depicted in Leave the World Behind is, from a technological standpoint, somewhat overblown. The software was used to infect the centrifuges at the heart of Iran's nuclear weapons program, making the fragile components spin irregularly, causing severe damage and leaving them wrecked. Netflix's Leave the World Behind and the 2020 novel by Ruman Alam, on which it is based, avoids any specifics about the nature of the attack that dooms its central characters. Viewers are left guessing whether the perpetrators are terrorists, a hostile state, or even conspirators within America. And what is an important point, attributing cyber attacks can be hard. What looks like cybercrime can in fact be an industrial-scale enterprise run by a terrorist group, a criminal gang, or the North Korean regime. Perhaps we should follow the example of American doomsday preppers by building our own bunkers, complete with hydroponic terrariums, small glass houses to grow food, generators and solar panels, independent water supplies, air purification systems, gold coins, and a year's supply of canned and dried food. Indeed, Netflix's drama ends with the Sanford's daughter Rose abandoning her family to hunker down in just such a place, or just such a space. If we're to go down this route, some level of preparation would be prudent. A battery-powered torch and radio, some food and drink, first aid and essential medicines, warm clothing, a cash stash, and similar necessities would be wise purchases. A new emergency alert system introduced last year allows the government to send messages to millions of people's mobile phones in a crisis. And a resilience forum brings together public, private, and voluntary groups to plan whole-of-society emergency responses. Okay. I love it. Craig says, I can make it. Spent half my life in a tent. I have skills and a nagging wife. The wife grew up half her life, no electricity in the Philippines. We will figure it out. Amen. That's awesome, dude. A minute detail. That's exactly right. Almost like instructions. Steve Harlow says, but I never back down and always hold my own. That's 100%, dude. Try getting called chicken legs or feed that boy a sandwich. Oh my gosh, you need to eat. I don't know. I have a dumb flip phone and almost never take it out of house, but I played Pong. Jerry Lee. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? The wind is blowing so hard here. Worry about my windows, and I did put garbage can in garage. Didn't put it or did put it? Libs won't know what to do without DoorDash. That's right. Do need to acquire me a shortwave transceiver. Would be nice to have. That would be nice to have. Is some in the movie Leave the World Behind, the daughter does abandon her family and wind up in a bunker underneath rich people's house. I guess they didn't make it to their bunker in time because all the Tesla's smart car, they drive themselves to, cause a blockade. They wreck into each other at the interstate entrance and exits, so you can't leave town or you get stuck wherever you're at. And they had everything: VHS, DVD collection, hydroponic system, stored food, stored water, sleeping quarters, a gym. They had like a, it's insane.
Air filtration.
Yeah, air filtration. The movie, it's not the best movie, but the scenario for some is a tantalizing subject to, ponder and think about. How could you succeed in that scenario? But one of the things that they did have in that bunker was a communications room, and it had ham radio, CB, UHF, VHF, but all kinds of different, transceivers and stuff. And they were getting information in the bunker where it was saying like the White House was under attack. Take shelter immediately. Where she was getting information, and for the majority of the movie, things were just happening. They didn't have any information to go off of because the TV was out, the phones were out. They were basically helpless, And Fish, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Okay, now we have one other thing to read if you're wanting to. Okay, before we go to the word. All right, you ready for this? Critical infrastructure is sinking along the U.S. East Coast, which is the area that this movie took place. Okay, critical infrastructure sinking along the U.S. East Coast. Do they literally mean sinking? Unless you're sinking into quicksand, you might assume that the land beneath your feet is solid and unmoving. In actual fact, your part of the world may well be undergoing subsidence. Really? Which is where the ground collapses as sediments settle or when people over-extract groundwater. New York City is sinking. Or it says New York City is sinking too due to the weight of all those buildings pushing on the ground. In extreme cases, like in California's agriculturally intensive San Joaquin Valley, elevations have plummeted not by inches, but by dozens of feet. Wow. Really? Last year, scientists reported that the U.S. Atlantic coast is dropping by several millimeters annually, which some areas like Delaware notching figures several times that rate. So just as the seas are rising, the land along the eastern seaboard is sinking, greatly compounding the hazard for coastal communities. With each millimeter of subsidence, it gets easier for storm surges, essentially a wall of seawater, which hurricanes are particularly good at pushing on shore, to creep farther inland, destroying more and more infrastructure. And it's not just about sea levels, says the study's lead author, Leonard O'Hinhen, an environmental security expert at Virginia Tech. You also have potential to disrupt the topography of the land, for example, so you have areas that can get full of flooding when it rains. A few millimeters of annual subsidence may not sound like much, but these forces are relentless. Unless coastal areas stop extracting groundwater, the land will keep sinking deeper and deeper. You know what that made me think of?
Amsterdam.
This map. I bring it up maybe too often these days.
Oh, only twice.
This is what it made me think of. This future map of the U.S., right? This was an official map, the U.S. Navy's future map. And, I guess they're saying, all of this is going to kind of go under, wow, Florida's going to disappear and so is Louisiana. I guess we got to get out of here.
That's right.
But the future map of North America. That's what they say. I don't know if you believe it, but it's been out there for quite some time. That's immediately as we were reading that. That's what I was thinking of. I was like, oh crap. Okay. The social forces are relentless too, as more people around the world move to coastal cities, creating even more demand for groundwater. There are processes that are sometimes even cyclic. For example, in summers, you pump a lot more water so land subsides rapidly in a short period of time, says Mansour Shirazi, an environmental security expert at Virginia Tech and co-author of the paper. That causes large areas to subside below a threshold that leads the water to flood a large area. When it comes to flooding, falling elevation of land is a tipping element that has been largely ignored by research so far, Shirazi says. I don't know. What do you guys think about that?
I mean, logically, I remember hearing as a kid that New Orleans was going to be underwater in 10 years. Now, it's been like 20 years ago, but...
Right. And that's the thing with all this.
Yeah.
You know, in Jakarta, Indonesia, for example, the land is sinking nearly a foot a year because of collapsing aquifers. Accordingly, within the next 3 decades, 95% of North Jakarta could be underwater. The city is planning a giant seawall to hold back the ocean, but it'll be useless unless subsidence is stopped. The same vulnerability affects other infrastructure that stretches across the landscape. The new analysis finds that along the Atlantic coast, between 77 and 99% of interstate highways and 76 and 99% of primary and secondary roads are exposed to subsidence. The time to act is now, Sharizi emphasizes. Facing down subsidence is like treating a disease. You spend less money by diagnosing and treating the problem now, saving money later by avoiding disaster. This kind of data and the study could be an essential component of the healthcare system for infrastructure management, he says. Like cancers, if you diagnose it early on, it can be curable, but if you are late, you invest a lot of money and the outcome is uncertain. See, my thing is, though, what do you suggest? Everyone move? Everyone leave? I mean, how are you going to make that happen? What could you possibly do about this? You know, I don't know about that.
Right, because the government's not going to come in and buy up the property. So.
Yeah.
And not everybody can afford to just go start over.
I agree, Golf. Golf says, it sounds logical, but will take centuries.
Yeah.
You know, so they say things like this and then it doesn't, because I've heard that too, technically, by what people have been telling me my entire life. New Orleans should not be,
right.
It should be underwater.
Yep.
We'll be living in water world. You know what I mean? Kevin Costner. Is that Kevin Costner?
Yes.
Yes. All right, y'all. All right.
To the word.
Let's move into the word. Let's move into some word. Guard your heart above all else, for it is the source of life. Guard your heart above all else, for it is the source of life. The center, cardio.
And remember that when we're watching all this propaganda stuff this year.
You will pray to him, and he will hear you. Job 22:27. Now, this one's a whole psalm, okay? Psalm 103. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his holy name. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits, who forgives all your iniquities, who heals all your diseases, who redeems your life from destruction, who crowns you with loving kindness and tender mercies, who satisfies your mouth with good things, so that your youth is renewed like the eagles. The Lord executes righteousness and justice for all who are oppressed. He made known his ways to Moses, his acts to the children of Israel. The Lord is merciful and gracious, slow to anger and abounding in mercy. He will not always strive with us, nor will he keep his anger forever. He has not dealt with us according to our sins, nor punished us according to our iniquities. Mercy sits in the judgment seat. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for men. Colossians 3:23. It means I need to be working a little harder around here. You know what I mean? Do not be quickly provoked in your spirit, for anger resides in the lap of fools. Ecclesiastes 7:9. Do not be quickly provoked in your spirit, for anger resides in the lap of fools. For the Lord gives wisdom. From his mouth come knowledge and understanding. Proverbs 2:6. That's where wisdom comes from.
That's right.
For the Lord gives wisdom. Do everything in love. 1 Corinthians 16:14. Do everything in love. A good name is more desirable than great riches. To be esteemed is better than silver or gold. Proverbs 22:1.
Amen.
God will restore everything the devil has stolen from you. Joel 2:25. He will restore. Jesus said, "Come to me, all you all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Matthew 11:28. That's beautiful. The blessing of the Lord makes rich. Proverbs 10:12. The blessing of the Lord makes rich. Well, that's all, folks. That's about all for tonight. That's all I have for you. Much love for you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. A lot going on out there.
So much.
Be not dismayed. Go do and don't worry. Okay. Know that the Father is with you. Okay. And he will make a way for you. We love you. Pray for us. Okay. Pray for us.
Pray for our friend Let Know. Pray for everybody.
Yeah. Pray for our friends. Pray for our family. And we'll be praying for you guys. And we thank you so much for hanging out with us this evening. Okay. If you would, please share this broadcast out with your friends or like-minded friends and family. And click a like. Click a like if you think we've earned it. Okay. Maybe comment down in the comments section. We can start a conversation. Okay. There's a lot of crazy stuff to comment on. And make sure you're subscribed. Ring the notification bell so you don't miss a live stream. A lot's going to be going down this 2024, and we're going to be here covering it with you guys. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so that you are hanging out with us and going through all this craziness. Okay. Some shows are better than others, right? Okay. All right. But you know, we try to do the best we can when we feel or see something, you know, that maybe connects a dot or, you know, something that, you know, we feel on our heart that we want to show you guys or talk about. I think, you know, that's what we try to gather and go through. It's just a terribly random podcast with some ADHD hosts, but you know, we try to have a good time hanging out with you guys and going through it all. Again, thank you so much, everybody. Much love. Okay. Get your fists ready. Okay. Your bro fists emojis so that we can bro fist out of here. And
I'm going to do it first.
Oh, there's Tiff. That's a Tiff fist. Okay. That's a Tiff fist. A Tiffist. A Tiff fist. Get your bro fists ready. I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. Please share us out. We'll see you guys on the next time. Go do, don't worry. Reciprocate. Bro fist. Love you guys. Much love. See you guys on the next one. Okay.